teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome, folks, to AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys, right here in Arlington, Texas. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Oregon Ducks. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowl, here in the booth with Kirk Hermstreet. Time to find out who's going to be moving on in the college football playoff. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they start the drive. So Alabama's offense comes on the field first today. Down to the final 8 now. Quarterfinal matchups at neutral locations, Kirk. And that means one team, which won a conference championship, is rested. The other team is coming off an emotional win just a week ago.
And, Chris, the prevailing thought would be, boy, the team that gets a chance to rest would be in a better position. But as we saw in 2024, the teams that got that rest, they lost their rhythm. And I think the teams that had a chance to play, they continue to stay in their routine, and it really benefited them. Let's see how it plays out today. They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Offense comes up 2nd and 8. That running game not producing much on the first down play. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. It's a quick grab. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Big moment early in this playoff game. They face a 3rd down on the opening drive. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Gets the first and still running. They make the stop, but not before he moves the football across midfield. First down to the 48.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
Hand off to the single back. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Hey, it's a great job with this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling... I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Keeping it on the ground here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. Here we go, fourth down. They'll try to run for it. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back as good as we've seen all year with the ability to accelerate through the hole. Positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
Caught quickly. They bring him down after a short gain there. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Alabama now operating in the red zone. Design quarterback run. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
On third downs like this, you can only allow completions in front of you as long as you can protect the sticks. That's what the defense did here. They knew where the sticks were, and they were able to make the tackle short of the line.
And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. So Oregon's offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. Let's check out the impact players in this game, guys that are going to have to step up and deliver. The teammates look to them. Coaches are counting on them today.
Chris, I think these are the guys that show the most consistency, and I think that's why we're showcasing them. And they're going to have to be able to step up and not only make plays, I think provide the leadership. Coach has told us all week that these are the guys that really are unique within this program, and hopefully they play well today.
They lose 3 in that play, so now it's second down and 13. Important play coming up. And here's the handoff. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Starting a new series here on 1st and 10. quarterback keeps the football. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
What do you know, Chris? An option keep for a first down by an Oregon quarterback. Man, I love to see that. And think about all the different games I had a chance to call watching Oregon quarterbacks with that dual threat ability to throw it, but of course, being able to run the football. Jeremiah Masoli, Marcus Mariota, Bo Nix more recently, and the tradition lives on.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions. Locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
Let's it fly to the wideout. Oh, that one's picked off. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down. Looks like the player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. And the one moves the ball up to the 33.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. The receiver makes the catch. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. And there's the handoff. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Nothing better. Pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick catch. Gets some space around the 30. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
How many first downs is that on this drive? This defense allows one or two more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, this defense can fly to the football as a group. That's great team pursuit. The quarterback a little unsure on whether he should keep it or pitch it, and the defense makes him pay for that with their speed.
And the quarterback keeps it here. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain on that run. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Through one period, these teams are finding out that playoff games just feel different. Who can handle the nerves better as we head to the second? They begin the quarter with a crucial play, often setting up for this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Makes the diving grab there. That was beautiful.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
Alabama has now moved into the red zone. It's a shotgun run call. No stopping him on that one. Touchdown, Bama.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Campbell. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. That's a stop behind the line of scrimmage. They've got him for a 3-yard loss. Second down after that previous play. Quick throw, that's an RPO caught on the left side. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. They pressure him and sack him to be tackled inside the 10.
I thought the strong safety did a really good job of disguising the blitz, waiting to the last possible moment, and then at the snap of the ball, catching the offensive line off guard. Nobody saw him. He gets home free and comes up with a sack.
The Ducks will have to kick it away. This will be the first punt tonight for this offense. And the ball is away from his own end zone. He'll field it close to midfield. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver makes the grab. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He's got the first and still going. They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Alabama now operating in the red zone. On first down, they'll keep the running game churning. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Second down, looking to throw it. And it's caught. Brought down at the 7. The completion moves him closer to the goal line.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
And the defense brings him down. Coming up, second down and goal. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
And now they'll set up for the point after. And the PAT stretches the lead to 17-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? They'll run the option. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, if you're going to run this option play, you've got to be the one that's dictating the tempo. I feel like the defense right now is doing that. They did a nice job of getting to the quarterback. He didn't get many yards at all here.
Sure hands. It's West. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. High completion sets up an important third down play. Off play action. He's looking to throw. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down. The Ducks will line up to kick it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. It's caught inside the red zone, still on his feet. That's a massive play. Moves the ball to the 14, and just like that, they're in scoring position.
You got to pick the right time to take your shots downfield, and this offense just did that. A huge gain, and now they're down in the red zone for a first down.
Here we go. That huge explosive play has set the offense up in the red zone. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. It's an out route. The catch made. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Quick pass, the catch is made. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen and not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
He keeps it on the design run. Looks like Alabama will have the first down. The offense sets up in scoring position with a new set of downs. It's the 2-minute timeout. We've got a blowout developing here. Here's first and goal, a chance to really build this lead before halftime. And the quarterback dropping back. And it's picked off in the end zone. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup in intermission, but in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Delivers quickly to the left side. He makes the grab. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. Wants to throw it. Fires it on the move. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted. Breaks into the open. He steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here.
Boy, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over it. That's their second interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. They look to throw it here on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch. You get a little bit closer to the marker.
The slant may look like an easy play to defend, but it can be really tough, especially against man coverage, without any help to the inside. If you're the offense and you continue to see that man coverage, they might as well just keep attacking just like that.
It's complete on the crossing route. Touchdown, Alabama. This offense really clicking.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Campbell. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut in time now. In the line of scrimmage. Offense now behind the sticks on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Catch made on the right side. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Third down play for this offense. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They stop him after a 4-yard gain, and it brings up a 4th down. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. And the Ducks will have to punt this one away. The returner is brought down. It's a starter in the next drive. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And it's caught. And that game moves the ball across midfield. First down coming up from the 46. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. And looking to throw now on first down. Moves out of the pocket. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack. That sack sets up a 2nd down and long. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Escapes the pocket. Breaks loose at the 45. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Deep shot toward the end zone. He makes the grab along the back line, but out of bounds. Couldn't get a foot down. No touchdown. The offense now operating in empty. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Pass is caught. And he's tackled immediately, so not much of a gain on the play. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. So, with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. He made good on his first attempt. This one is from 40 yards away. Makes it look easy. And that will extend their lead even further. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, the magnitude of these CFP matchups is always on another level. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. Either way, it's time to find out. Back to the best in the biz for the start of this 3rd quarter.
Alabama will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Bringing it out, it's Campbell. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. A lot of work to do in the 2nd half. Down big. Can they get something going right now? First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking right, this one caught. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Caught by the receiver. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Second down play coming up for this offense. And he'll set up to throw. Pass complete on a crossing route. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
On first down, it's play action. The pass rush gets home.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
After the sack on first down, it's second down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He's going to lose yardage there. The defense closed in and forces him out of bounds. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Quarterback still with the football. Defense able to stop it. It's fourth down now.
Good assignment football here by this defense. Good job of rallying to the quarterback, keeping him short of the marker. Now a big decision coming up here on fourth.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. And that sets up a return. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. The back's got it. Second down after that run on the previous play. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. And they wrap him up after the completion, just short of the first down marker.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. And they pick up the first on the ground. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Handoff here from the shotgun. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Offense getting set, second down play here. On the run, it's Jackson. Looks like Alabama will have the first down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. And in first down, right back to the running game. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 40. 1st and 10. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. Looks like a man is down in the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Alabama has now moved into the red zone. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. They bring him down, but a solid run there by the sophomore.
Well, you keep getting these chunk runs by this offense. They keep moving the chains and putting a lot of pressure on this defense, especially on a long drive like this. This defense looks clearly worn down.
Alabama's offense now lining up on 1st and goal.
Come on, set. Go.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. He's swarmed by the defense. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Offense facing 2nd and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Ball spotted at the 5 for this 3rd and goal play. On the ground, it's Jackson. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on 3rd and goal. It brings us to 4th and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive, you're this close, inside the 3-yard line, you've got to come away here with a touchdown.
Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit. This is going to be a 21-yard chip shot. The field goal is good, and they add to their lead. So after adding to this big lead, they are set to kick it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Play action here on 1st down. The receiver makes the catch. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Here's the 2nd down play. Looking for a man. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down. 1st down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Makes the catch. It's West. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a 1st down. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Takes off in a bootleg. And the pass is incomplete. punter has been very busy so far. Can they finally convert here on third down? Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Looking for the wide out. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that third down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a first down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got fourth down.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. Fielding the punt, looking to improve field position here. And he'll be forced out of bounds after a... Pick up on that return. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. That last possession produced a field goal, but more importantly, it milked the clock, and they do that again. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Has the first down and more. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing that he's potentially capable of doing it.
So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. In these playoff games, we certainly hope for a much more competitive battle, a shot at the national championship on the line. It has not been the case here so far. So 1 quarter away from wrapping up an impressive CFP victory. Let's get back to the final period. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Hey, when it's your day, it's your day. This offense, and especially this running back, enjoying a monster day, putting up huge numbers and having a nice, big, comfortable lead.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Now, I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year, and it's been great to see him in person today. Making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
Alabama now operating in the red zone.
Here we go.
They'll hand it off. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Back's got it again. Powerful running into the secondary. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, tied.
This is just complete domination in every phase. Offense, defense, special teams. Fun to see for this team. Unfortunate on the other side.
And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Doesn't bring the 5. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. Can they begin to click now?
For a defensive coordinator than this right.
Looking to pass. It's Hicks. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Man, how impressive have these guys been in this football game? I really expected to see a very different outcome with the hype of this quarterback and the way he's played most of this year. But this defense has held him under 200 yards passing. They've got a nice lead, and they are not sitting back and resting on their laurels. They're applying more pressure, and they come up with a sack here.
We'll see if they can overcome the sack. Second and very long.
Let's go.
Quarterback drops back. Quick throw to his receiver. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 41. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And the pass is complete to the tight end. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
To make the tackle, but it's enough for a first down. Good call in this screen play.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like that, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the...
And that run produces a decent gain. The offense in the red zone now. The Ducks have first and 10 here. They keep him off balance with the run. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Takes the handoff again. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss on the play.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the...
Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Man, how about the job by this defense? I mean, we really expected this offense to be able to come into this game, put up big yards and a lot of points, and here we are in the fourth quarter. Collectively, they don't even have 200 yards total offense, and they just seem to be out of sync. Give all the credit to the defensive coordinator and those defensive players and the way they're putting this pressure on this quarterback and this offense.
So they're short on fourth down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. So they tack on 3 points, but still a large deficit. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. Pounding away with the run game. Moves the ball up to the 30.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Offense flinching before the snap. That'll cost them 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. On the run, it's Jackson. As the first down is still going. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing.
Stop right there at the line. No gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
He finds some space. Brought down that crosses midfield to the 46.
Boy, another nice gain by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Going to hand this off. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, this offense has really been moving the ball at will on this drive. And a nice job here on this defense to finally come up and make a nice play for no gain.
Can they convert on 3rd down and keep this drive rolling? Can he get there on the ground? Stopped on 3rd for no gain. Going to be 4th and 1 now.
The offense has had really good rhythm in this drive, running the ball, throwing the football. Seems like every play has been positive yards until that stop right there by the defense.
And the offense spends a timeout. The clock stopped with just 10 seconds left. So out comes the field goal team one more time. This kicker has been busy today. He's made 3 already. runs straight down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50 plus.
Set for the kickoff here after adding to this big lead. It's a squib kick picked up by one of the blockers on the return team. And he's brought down to the 37 after a strong return. And now the first play of this drive. They're set up at the 37. Looking to throw. It's Hicks. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. And it's incomplete as time runs out. Game over. Well, frankly, Kirk, we hope for games that are a little bit more suspenseful. This one got out of hand early, ended up being a rout.
That's putting it nicely, Chris, right? This was a complete blowout. A solid performance in all areas by this team. Their coaches should be proud of how they looked out there today.
And that's going to wrap it up. The loser starts the offseason. The winner moves on. And so do we. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. And this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.